Yeah. So, um, I killed the application for Andromeda, and the instant I did that, it blue screened. I mean, when I came upstairs to do this, my computer was at the login. I mean, I don't turn my computer off. I don't log out. I don't do any of that stuff. It was at the login. You know what that means? That means that today, while I was off at work, doing absolutely nothing with the computer, it blue screened. Or for some other reason, it decided to spontaneously reboot itself. Um, I don't know how much more of this Microsoft bullshit I can take. I mean, there's always the reinstall Windows option. God, I hate to do that option. I mean, first of all, it chews up a weekend. It doesn't chew up a couple of hours. It doesn't chew up a day. It chews up the whole fucking weekend. I mean, I will start that shit maybe on a Friday night, more likely as soon as I get up on a Saturday, moving over the things that I need to move over, making sure that I don't have things sitting on C that, I'm going to lose or reformat, all that crap. Now, this version of Windows is the free upgrade that we got. So when that upgrade was coming through, yeah, exactly. So when that upgrade was coming through for everybody, I put on a fresh coat of Win 7, which was already a pain in the ass because I was already past my maximum activations on the Win 7 because of previous hardware problems, or what I thought were hardware problems. They were actually a Razer driver problem, by the way. So then I went ahead and installed, and it looks like on the web it's really, really slow. Is it actually coming through okay for you guys? Because it's really slow on my browser. So then I went ahead and installed the Win 10 upgrade on top of that, which went fine. Okay, Mr. Badmech is back. Mr. Backmech. It says it's not dropping frames, but my image over there is real jerky. So I'll just throw that out there. It's getting laggy. Okay, as long as it looks fine to you. I mean, my web browser is showing it at about 2 frames per second, I'm guessing. It's refreshing about every half second, something like that. And I did F5 it. So yeah, the last time I installed Windows, I installed 2 copies of Windows, essentially. So if I were to have to go back and do this, do I have to... I mean, is the copy I have actually still an upgrade? Do I have to literally put Win 7 on again before I can put Win 10 on? Or can I actually just install my upgrade copy? Or what do I do? Okay, what did you do to your back this time? Enough of me ranting. You rant. Since apparently it's going to have to build shaders because I don't know if something got corrupted or something when everything crashed and all this bullshit. Fucking Microsoft. I don't know what to do. I mean, I do know what to do, but I don't want to do that thing. And see, here's the thing. Since this happened with the whatever was in that last update, and I don't even know what was in that last update because it just does things, right? It put that little people icon down on the bottom of my next to my system tray. I'm like, what is this bullshit? I immediately Googled how do you remove this fucking piece of shit, because you know what, Microsoft, I don't want change. I don't want all this fancy crap. I want an operating system that works, that I already know how to use, that I already understand. I don't need your extra stuff. I mean, it used to be I had Cortana disabled because, earlier version of Win 10, you could do that. But now it's actually built in or whatever, and you can't even disable that crap. So even if I only have to do one install of Win 10 in order to get this going, and everything goes, the installation process itself goes fine. Yes, it does need to reticulate faster splines. Hello, Josh. You caught me after the blue screen. I'd been in the application for a couple of minutes. It froze. I told it to kill the application, and Windows popped like a zit. So even if I go through all the trouble to install Win 10, and I don't have any problems with the licensing and so forth, and I don't like the fact that the music just stopped. Okay, it was nowhere near done, but suddenly there it is. Even if I go through all that, there is no guarantee that this will work any better than it is now, because it was the last update that broke everything. So, Microsoft, this is for you. Scene. Okay. And I'm done. Bye. You're not Microsoft. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking at the journal to figure out what I needed to do. Okay, priority ops. This is the Hunt the Archon thing. I'm not doing that right now. I'll do that later. Allies and relationships. Helios assignments. I'm not combing all over Aya for that. Nexus. Left on the frontier. Investigate attacks on Nexus ships. Oh yeah, something like that. Okay. And this one from that woman that got away with a deadly virus or something. And things I would have to hunt for on Vold. So that means Eladin. Oh, see, there you go. You dared, and it paid off. Okay, so I have to activate the monoliths. We have conflict in the colony, so that's where we have to go find Strux. And we have to go find the Krogan research. So let's do this first, because it ought to be the simplest. And then we'll go look for Strux. And while we're going, if we happen to activate some monoliths, so much the better, I guess. Oh, I didn't give CapDAFA an updated title. Damn it. Okay. So that's all the same. I have updated my armor. I'm now wearing the N7 stuff. Remember, I had picked up something. I went ahead and made the other pieces. So now I have the N7 6 armor. If I recall correctly, I think I found in research a couple of upgrades for this. What is the thing that I've got for the color? I've got the N7 color on that. Kind of thinking seeing red. That would actually work really well. There's a Tuchanka grit. I think since I'm going to be doing stuff around Krogan areas, I'll switch to that. And are you alive? Yeah, in due time. Eventually I'll become alive. And we still haven't played much with Liam, so in honor of CapDAF, who's here, I'll go ahead and keep Liam in the lineup. And do you guys want me to play with PB for the other one? I'll give you a second to think about that while I take another sip. Maybe help me relax a little bit after the frustration that is Windows. Anybody got any votes? Because I'll just go with this if nobody wants me to change. Hey, little man. Okay, still have disruptor ammo, shield capacitors. That has saved my bacon more than once. And incendiary ammo. I think these are good. Rip Peebs. No rip Peebs. Okay, good enough. No, Rip Peeb, she's my would-be girlfriend. For this particular canon. My camera's still a little off-center. I guess I should fix that. Yeah, I was messing around with it last night, capped out, trying to get my picture well adjusted for Roll20. Hey, it looks like it's hot out. Okay, let's see. We need to go over there. We have a forward station here. There we go. Get into Nomad. Vertical thrust upgrade. See, I told you I found a couple upgrades. And supercharged boost. Oh, see, I did not know that. Looks like there's some fluorite over here I could do something about. I'm collecting. I'm collecting. Still a pretty good long jump there. And we'll go through the rocks. Hey, it's only 39 degrees here. More fluorite.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Thank you, Sam. Fluorite there. Fluorite there. Don't go into the sinkhole. See, if this is a desert planet, how do they even make sinkholes? Sinkholes are created by water cutting through limestone.
I'm really preferring Remnant over Ket, if Helios wants to keep score.
They both shoot to kill.
Maybe. But there's no hate behind the Remnant. Just process. The Ket? They're worse.
The first day of the 15th month? What sorcery is this?
The ambient temperature is normal.
I drive my boss insane at work because, well, technically I drive myself insane at work. Because, you know, years ago I picked up the habit, particularly when I'm doing engineering type work, of writing the date in descending increments, right? So I put the year first, then the month, then the day. Because if you take that, if you carry that on logically, then you would also put the hour, the minute, the second, right? So it's nice and organized. Not like, you know, Americans usually do with month, day, year. My boss looks at it and he can't process it. It does not compute for him. He's like, I don't know what this means. It's the date, boss. So, when I say oops, wrong thing. When I say I drive myself nuts, it's because I usually end up having to change it to do it his way. Yes, it is. And in fact, he didn't really get it when there was a project that I was looking at the folders, and he had sent me a whole bunch of emails that were related to this project, right? He didn't.
Heat levels increasing.
He didn't email them to me. He copied them. You know how you can copy an email over into a folder. He copied them over.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
And I was having a bitch of a time trying to figure out what happened when. Because how does Outlook saved those. And when you go look at that in file structure,
You're a dead-eye shot.
Dead eyes are easy to hit. They don't move around. But what's the point? They're already dead. So, think we'll end better than the first teams they sent out?
The ones who died. What kind of question is that?
Excuse me for wondering if I should get attached. Been alone before. I can do it again.
So how do those actually get saved in the directory structure? Well, they get saved by subject, which is not at all helpful when you're trying to organize things chronologically. So I open each one up, and I find out what date it was sent, and then I prepend the date in that format, although I use dashes to separate them, but I have, when characters have been limited, done it exactly like you're saying there, CapDaff.
Pathfinder. This area can be mined.
I just
for
prepend that at
resources,
the beginning of the subject,
extract minerals,
right?
mine or mining
For the file name. And then you can keep sorting by file name. You know, because you can't do it by date, because he copied them all over on the same date. Yeah, the file name it creates is the name of the subject, is the subject. Which means you have 38 emails that say, blah blah blah. And then if they're all copied into the folder on the same date, they all have very, very nearly the same timestamp, so you can't sort that way. So yeah, I go and I change the file titles and prepend the actual date
I
code.
detect broken scavenger machinery ahead.
And then guess what? You can sort by name, and suddenly it's in chronological order. Oh my god. How's that for efficiency? As an engineer, I am all about efficiency. God damn it! Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me go make sure there's no rogue processes hanging out before I go and restart the game. So I'm starting to wonder if what I'm going to have to end up doing is no, efficiency always exists. It may not translate directly, but it always exists. The fewer number of steps, the more efficient. And efficiency is elegance. Yeah, you're right, CapDaff. At least it wasn't that. But if this is going to keep happening, I mean, I don't want you guys to sit here and spend half of my stream watching me restart the fucking game. But if it's going to keep happening, then I may end up having to put the stream on hiatus until I actually get Windows reinstalled. I am not NOT by any stretch of the imagination going to reinstall Windows this weekend. Because Saturday's my birthday. So I ain't doing it. I'm going to get up when I want. I'm going to eat and drink what I want. I'm going to play D&D that night. That's up to you, Josh. Do you find it efficient to chant? So yeah, I was showing my boss, you know, when I first did that. He's like, why would you go and just do this extra work, blah, blah, blah. And I said, look, click, sort by subject. Oh, they're in chronological order now because they all get sorted by the year. And then they get sorted by the month. And then they get sorted by the day. And if I need to, I can put in hours, minutes, seconds, and whatever. And I showed him, this is why I write dates that way. Because it applies to more than just files. If you go and put dates into Excel. I mean, okay, Excel is smart enough to understand, but sometimes when you're doing Excel, you have separate columns for different pieces of the date or whatever. You know, if you just make it consistent, then it's all good. Right? It will help you. I mean, if you do it the same way every time, that's an efficiency as opposed to inefficiency. I had another interesting discussion with my boss recently too. Yes, we are. But we're allowed to be. So we have different kinds of projects. We have what's called a GER, a General Engineering Request. We have a PDC, which is a process/design change, meaning process and or design change. And we have an incident investigation. And everything gets assigned to the next number in sequence. So, GER1 and then GER2, like 01, then 02, and 03, whatever. I don't know why it's only 2 digits, because, the GERs recently went over 100. Same thing with the PDC, same thing with the incidents. So there's a folder that says GER, a folder that says PDC, so that you go into the folder, and what does the directory structure look like in that folder? There's another folder that says GER01, and then one that says GER02, etc., right down the list. Okay? What's GER47? What was that about? Well, I don't know. Let me open the folder, and then open another folder, and start reading through the documents and figure out what it was about. And I told him, I used to keep my records of what I called incidents, which would be something that I investigated as a quality engineer at the last job. And everything had an incident number. And the incident number was always 4-digit year dash 2-digit number. Because I was never, ever going to have 100 things that I called an incident in a given year. These were if it was going to take significant time. If it was something it took me 2 hours to get an answer, pass to somebody, and move on, it didn't get recorded. This was stuff where I had to have significant interaction with a supplier or one of the designers or something like that. And so I told him that when I did that, my incident folders always started out with the incident number, 2016-04, and then a short 3 to 5 word description of what the incident was about. Just enough to jog the memory. And I told him about this, and he's like, "Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All the folder names will get too long," and blah, 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 blah. And he didn't want to do it. I'm doing him a disservice by, saying it the way I'm saying it, but he didn't want to do it. And I just happened to have a copy of one of those directories, because when I got walked, I had already copied all of my files onto an external drive, and I happened to have that with me. And I went ahead and took a screenshot of one of my directory structures that had all the subdirectories, and I said, "This is what I'm talking about doing." And he took one look at it and said, "Huh, okay, you've convinced me." And of course now I have a deadline. I'm supposed to actually have all 3 of those completely relabeled by this Friday, which will be fun because I'm at a conference for the next 3 days with him. I feel like I have already talked more tonight than I usually do in a given session of this. That's just because I'm waiting for the thing to load for the 3rd time. So yeah, I'm going to a conference the next 3 days. How cool is that? I can't tell you the last... Well, actually, I think I can tell you the last time I went to a conference. Not necessarily the year. But it was probably around 2001, maybe? I wasn't even an engineer then. Time heist. Is it progress bar even moving? Honestly, I don't know if it's actually moving. I'm going to put my mouse pointer on it. And that way I'll find out in a minute. Because if it doesn't move much over the next minute or two, then I'm going to go ahead and kill the process and start it all over again. Yay, I'm brain dead! So yeah, the conference I'm going to is here in Austin, which is why I'm allowed to go. And it's sponsored by my company, which is part of the reason why I'm allowed to go, because I get a discount. It's still $450 though, but that is for 3 days worth of conference. And it's on online condition monitoring. So that's essentially, you know, when you have sensors and detection equipment that are built into a piece of capital equipment that continuously monitor whatever various parameters are necessary to monitor, so that you can trend or analyze or do whatever you have to do to ascertain the condition of the capital equipment. And this is a good thing because if you think about capital equipment, you probably don't want downtime, and you certainly don't want a catastrophic failure. And so what you normally do to avoid catastrophic failure is periodic maintenance, right? Well, periodic maintenance is downtime. It's planned downtime that you have to do all the time. But who knows if you're actually making a difference, if you're actually doing anything that's good, and it's still not actually moving. Welcome, Fracture 98. Welcome to the stream of I get to stop and restart repeatedly. Yeah, it hasn't moved. Okay, killing it again. For those who weren't here, the last time I killed this process at 6:39, it blue screened my computer. So if my screen goes blank, don't worry, I'll be back on in like 5 minutes. This says it's using 55% of my CPU, and the memory's increasing. No, it's not increasing, it's fluctuating. I don't know what it's... And it's using almost 90% of my GPU. I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, end task. Okay, good. It didn't actually blow me up this time. Yet. So the idea is, by continuously monitoring the state of the piece of capital equipment, you always know the health of it. And because of that, then you can actually begin to react to changes in its condition. Oh, hey, we need to go ahead and do maintenance. And then kind of the ultimate is actually, instead of doing reactive maintenance and doing the periodic maintenance, then you can start doing predictive maintenance, which is like I say, it's the ultimate in actually maintaining equipment. It's, you know, you're looking at the data and saying, okay, at such and such a point, it's going to reach here, and that will be when it will be necessary for us to replace this component or whatever. So let's go ahead and order that component and schedule the replacement for that date. Dear God, please let it work this time. Well, at least it's not, you know, going up like 1 or 2 at a time like it was doing earlier. Let me step over. The origin window can go here. No, let me step over to that. I'm going to refresh my own stream while I'm waiting. The moons look like holes in the planet. Yeah, there's just a giant space hole punch. Okay, that's where it got before, but you can see it's still moving. That's good. Okay, according to... Oh, they just moved it there. Okay, I see. Dear God. Oh, hey, memory trigger right there. I think I had noticed it before. It's hard to remember. You know, because memory trigger... Where was it I had noticed it before? It's right... Yeah, it's straight... More or less. Oops, accidentally hit the tilde. Actually, Fracture 98, these delays are all Microsoft related.
Pathfinder, I detect broken scavenger machinery ahead.
Because all this crap started after the last update that it forced me to have. Whoa! I've never actually landed this thing on its roof before. Anyone else want some? You look like you want some. It's funny, I said the anyone else want some line, and the boy over there immediately chimed in, want some? Oh, I agree, Fracture 98. In the general case, correlation does not equal causation. But this is Microsoft. I made no driver updates to my computer. I didn't install any additional software, no games or anything like that. The very first blue screen I had was literally an hour after the Microsoft update completed. So I have strong anecdotal evidence, not data, but strong anecdotal evidence that in this case, correlation and causation are one and the same. Yes, CapDaff, you are absolutely correct, because I didn't know at the time that there was going to be a timeout, and I mean, I was like 3 months along, and everything I had recorded was still there on the YouTube channel. Now, I am such an absolute geek and dork for this game that I have recorded
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
playthroughs on this game, on the original
Sam,
trilogy twice.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
I have a complete trilogy playthrough as Femshep and one as Broshep. Femshep plays Paragon, Broshep plays Renegade. Femshep is a Caden romancer, and Broshep is a Tally romancer. And the reason why I did it originally was because I wanted to share my joy, my love of Mass Effect with the wife. And she wasn't about to sit there and watch me play for, 800 hours or whatever. Go toward the forward station. So by doing it this way, we could watch it as almost like a TV show.
So, do you like vids?
I prefer doing biddable things, not watching.
Oh, really?
The ambient temperature is normal.
What sort of vidable things?
Check it out. Remnant over there.
Yeah, that's maybe something I need to consider. But CapDaff, back to your comment about it changing one thing, I will go one further and say Occam's razor says that all things being equal, the simplest explanation tends to be the correct one. So, which is simpler, that the updating of Windows caused my technology problems, or that some other variable happened to occur at the same time as the Windows update. And I think the simpler explanation is that it's Windows. But anyway, at least, even though I lost a bunch of those recordings, since I already had stuff, I cut together the chapters that were missing into another movie, because I can do that, and just uploaded that to the YouTube. So it doesn't really correspond with what was going on, but at least it gives people a place to begin. And the main reason I did that, not because I think I have all these YouTube followers. Frankly, I don't care if I have YouTube followers. I just put them there for posterity. But the main reason was when I started doing my my Mass Effect role-playing game, the tabletop one, I wanted my players to have some kind of a sense of what was going on, because the other couple that we were playing with, neither one of them had played Mass Effect. So by having all of that material there, if they wanted to see what was going on, to get a sense of what the universe is like, they could. I kind of remember at least one place like this, and I don't remember what I remember about it. Option A, Cap. That's part of what my hesitation for reinstalling is I don't know how well it's going to go. I don't know if my upgrade copy will let me install fresh without giving me licensing problems, or if I'm going to simply have to buckle down and buy a brand new copy of Windows 10. You know, another Occam's Razor application is either the problem is Microsoft or the problem isn't Microsoft. And I think, given Microsoft's history, the simpler explanation is the problem is Microsoft. No. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just hopping around this thing. You can create a restore USB from your current PC, then reinstall from that. You can do that with a whole installation of Windows? Oh crap, that's a lot of down. There are ways in which this reminds me a little bit of Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't think I can get up there. I'm trying, but I don't think I can. Nope. Whoa. Okay. Enough of this crap. Oh, this is gonna hurt. But it didn't because I'm awesome. I misunderestimated myself, my own awesomeness. Okay. So that's just some remnant crap. I think I remember collecting something around these sites, but damned if I remember the specifics. Okay, so I got that forward station deployed, and now I think I can go... Well, it might be nice to see what this hidden cache contains. Ah, I see. Well, it's worth considering, but like I say, I'm sure as hell not going to do it this weekend. If I have one more crash that requires, or if I have one more opportunity to restart the game during the stream tonight, then I will probably put the stream on hiatus until I can get Windows reinstalled. Probably be a couple of weeks. Boom. Ah, there it is. Okay. I was also commenting on the fact that when I walked up to my computer tonight, it was at the login screen. So, a blue screen today when I was doing nothing. Succinctly and eloquently put, Josh. See, that was efficiency. Efficiency. You know, 3 short little words that express the opinion perfectly. It's elegant. I like elegance. A lot of stuff there. Whoa! Okay, now I can just go there. Well, what's this? What's this? Oh, another memory trigger. So if I head basically straight north, I can hit another memory trigger while I'm here.
This heat is unbearable.
I detect a considerable heat levels increasing. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract
Take a
minerals
quick look
by
and see if there was
your
something
mining
mineable around here. Not there, there wasn't.
interface. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Yeah, for you. You live in a box in space. Wow, that's some iron. Look at that. Just off the top of the scale. 195. Yeah, let's see the Mako do this.
I detect above normal temperatures.
That's pretty good, huh? Let's see. Where's the memory trick? Oh, it's not on this side. It's over there. I'm going to put a mark there. If I click on it, accidentally fat-fingered the tilde for the second time. Okay, so it's over there. Nope, 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 nope. This way.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Yeah, see the Mako do this. How about that, huh? There we go. Okay, where's this memory? Don't tell me it's up those rocks. Do not tell me it's up those rocks. Okay, it looks like it's immediately behind me. So if I look immediately behind me, it should be right here. If I go back, oh, I wonder if it's underground. I wonder if that's why I can't see anything. Okay, fine, you win. I will click on the mission thing and change the mission, which I didn't want to do. Yep, it's down. It's 64 meters below where I'm standing.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Ah, here we go. This looks promising.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
I don't think I was supposed to drive in here. This didn't look like echidnas to me. What do you think, Cap Def? I kind of remember this cave. I don't know what I remember about it, but it looks familiar. Time for a drink. Oh, God. I've only got one grenade. Son of a... Look, it's a friend. I hate doing this on this gun. Oh, but I've got 18 of them. So I guess I can afford to.
Time to fight!
Come on, get up there. Switch over to... No, not that one. This one. Nope, 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 nope. Have a singularity. You little bastard. Crap, crap, crap. Okay.
There's the last of them.
At least there was a lost of them. Well, he looks pretty large. Okay. Let's see if that giant friend triggers his memory.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Ah, Methodiel. You're getting a full house. I say that and I look over there and I see my viewer count's actually down by 1. Methodiel, do you count as -1 viewers? Not that it matters. You know, I recall telling the wife, when I went to go stream for the first time, she said,
how all these
whoops.
personal lockers got off the Solarian Ark.
Dropping cargo could have helped them maneuver through the Scourge.
She was skeptical about me streaming at the beginning. She said, you know, nobody's going to watch. And I said, you know what? I will be ecstatic if I ever have 5 viewers. And look at me now. I've had as many as like 13.
Mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Wait, is that another cave? I think that's a direction I didn't go. Hey, pieces. Yeah, how are you still awake, Josh? I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw you awake at 7:30 my time. Isn't it like 1:30 over there? Okay, nothing there. Negative, I am a meat popsicle. Back out.
Heat levels increasing.
And there's still a memory trigger over here. But I was going this way. No idea, just can't sleep. Hey, you know, we all do that. Some of us more than others.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Like me, for instance.
Watch for observer remnant.
And then what?
And then the same as always. Shoot and loot.
I can get behind that.
For example, Saturday, when I woke up, I realized I had slept a little more than 10 hours. My body must have really needed the rest. Sunday, I woke up at 5 and laid there awake for the next 2 hours.
We've reached the nav point provided by Dr. Gunnar. The Krogan terminal should be nearby.
Okay, eyes peeled, everyone. Let's get in and get out.
Let's see. Is there ammo? Good, there's ammo. I can take the ammo. Switch my abilities. No, switch my abilities to that. Okay, because I have a feeling, since there's this whole setup over here, I'm likely to get attacked as soon as I touch this.
This is the active terminal. Initiating download.
More incoming!
It's as if I'm frickin' psychic. What do you mean more incoming? You mean, don't you mean incoming? Go find something to do. Go on. Would you move? As bad as my cats.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
How's it going, Sam?
Environmental
come on,
temperatures
how
are
big are
within
those files?
acceptable limits. Unreasonably large. Also, this terminal holds 15 exabytes of data, and I have no way to gauge what is important.
Damn! Should have thought of that.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
Sniped.
We may leave now.
Oh no.
Easy for you to say. Can you tell what's in all that data? Better have been worth almost getting killed.
Much is encrypted.
You run!
However, a few phrases stand out. Krogan super soldier, pure Krogan, and tank bread.
Huh, interesting. Send me a report of what you can decipher.
And it's down.
It's down. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Oh no, no, Captaff. Krogan super soldier is not equal to Krogan. No, it's Grunt that they're referring to specifically. It's Grunt. Let me go ahead and update the old save file after that, and then something going on here. Let's see. Okay. Hold on, I got something going on here. Ah! Sorry. Okay, top that off. Check these remains. Biotic amplifier 6. Okay, so what you missed, Josh, is that we just recovered a bunch of files that some Krogan wanted us to recover. They were notes from Dr. O'Keir's research. And so Sam was just saying that, okay, quickly skimming through here, there's references to Krogan super soldier and tank bread. Yeah, you could be working on the new emote. I mean, come on, get with it. Okay. So that's where we turn that in. So I'll turn that in a little bit. For now, I'm going to go hit that memory trigger. This is apparently steeper than I thought.
Tighten up, Basile.
Really? From you?
Just do it, alright? Too much riding on us.
Too much writing me at the moment.
That could be me. Just saying. Looks like a giant space drill. Instead, it's actually a giant space balloon, I think. Oh, hey, there's a place for a forward station.
Ahead. I'll be looking for scrap here.
So we should look for them.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Life support at 100%. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Hey, you overshot your target. I didn't realize you had your shields on until it was too late. Wow! Come over here. I know I threw you over there. I want you to come over here now. No, why don't you go that way? I thought so. Will you ever get tired of that? Well, there's just a container over here. Whoops, I didn't even take it. I just said close. My Macallan seems to be empty. Multi-purpose generator. In this case, it seems to be a single purpose.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Come over here and top off my stuff.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
So which way is that? If I actually follow that road... Actually, you know what I could do? Is travel here. My name is the Architect. Time heist again? Yay! Both players survived. Okay, and the memory triggers that away. Around the Great Big Pit.
Above normal temperatures.
That's a big pit. Well...
So I shouldn't bother flirting with you, should I?
I don't think that's going anywhere.
My thoughts exactly.
Flirt with me, PB. Flirt with me. If I follow this around this way, it looks like I can get up. What if I don't want to languish? Oh, sorry, that wasn't the imperative. Languish. Oh crap, there's the giant space worm.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
That's a lot of iron.
Minerals via your mining interface. The ambient temperature is normal. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Ooh. Just barely.
Looks like that was another memory gate, Sam.
And the last. However, a deeper level of encryption is in place. Unfortunately, the conditions to unlock it haven't yet been satisfied.
Well,
So,
let me know when that changes.
that looks like one of the
Tell me what that
monoliths.
was up to.
And then the worm is past it. Okay. So we have that done. Now what? Let's see. Oh, something for the Turian Arc. Hitting rocks for science. What's this one? Oh, medical supplies. We got this like at the beginning of the game. More hitting rocks. Scanner anomaly for an Angaran relic. More hitting rocks. So the last 3 hitting rocks. And what was this one? Okay, that's medical supplies. So I think I will head this way. Yeah, I'm just going to head that way and then kind of loop around. Actually, I guess it'd be kind of that way from your screen. 7:41. Okay, I got most of an hour. It's a problem with multiple objectives for the same journal entries. I don't know which way to go. So do that. And then 2 blips will show up on my radar, and then I'll know. Unless they don't. Really, guys? Really? There we go. So I'm facing the correct way.
Hey, Costa. Come here often?
Ryder, requesting reassignment, please.
Well, that worked.
Yeah.
Stay alert. This junk is prime for scavengers.
How can it be prime for scavengers when it's on fire? So that's New Tuchanka over there. Built into the cliff. It's kind of cool, huh? More fluorite. I think I've got enough fluorite. I don't even remember what fluorite's used for. Whoa, crap! Ooh! Yeah! I don't believe I pulled that off. Woo! That'll get the blood pumping.
Pathfinder, scavengers have picked over the salvage ahead.
And I care why. I'm not here to salvage things.
Giant sinkhole coming up.
How do you know this sinkhole belonged to a giant? Speaking of
That's
giant
a long way to
sinkholes.
fall.
Wow. Okay, we'll go this way. Whoa! I kind of remember that place over there. Okay. Oh, it's a bad guy stronghold. Of course it is. Come on, get out. How'd you survive that?
Quick and clean.
And stay down. Oh, you want some of this? Take your buddy back.
Got one.
Oh, really, Liam? You got one? Good thing I have you here. There we go. That should take care of him. Let's see what this contains. Krogan Hammer 6. Medical supplies. Some of them. How do I have a blip?
Between the eyes.
I couldn't even see his eyes, but I put the bullet right between them. Whoops. That's not what I meant. I meant to be down here. Now, was there anything in here to worry about? And we're scanning. And we're scanning. Well, we don't see anything to worry about. Nothing to see here. Okay. Snake eyes. This one's a long ways up there. What's this? Investigate anomaly on anomaly? Investigate the anomaly. It's hard to make the words go. Do you know how much braining it takes to make the words go? Right up this sand dune. Up your sand
The
dune.
Scourge may have destabilized this remnant site, Pathfinder.
Coming up on us.
Got them all.
Look,
I'll look in a second. I gotta take this.
a remnant thing.
Pathfinder, I recommend scanning. Pathfinder, I've extracted data fragments from this cache. They may be valuable later.
They may be. Now, I cannot take credit for that. That was something I saw on Facebook. Was it Facebook or Twitter last week? And I loved it, so I had to use it at some point. Ah, everything's all washed out. Come on, eyes, adjust. Bland, featureless desert out there, isn't it? No, he didn't really. I think I said the words, but it's really the only difference. And I'm not even sure that was in the original quote. Quick, Camp Dav, here's your chance to join in an adventure. Calling the captain. You may adventure now. Ooh. Now you've only got 315 points though. That's okay. That's okay, you'll probably win this time.
Oh, that's not good.
Stasis pods from Ark Natanus.
Are any of them alive?
It's difficult to obtain a clear reading on all pods at once. We should investigate.
We've got targets!
Come on, run low on life support. Enjoy that.
Why isn't there any music in this car? Think we can get Gil to install some? Your flag!
Dang it.
Gravity goes away
No
in
life forms
3.
detected, Pathfinder.
Someone answers for this.
Sam, we should have Mason's genetic profile in the initiative database. Let's check it against pods.
no match. Perhaps a distant cousin. Turian, but not their Pathfinder.
This one's got power.
It's got power.
Help me get it open.
Pathfinder, the body has no vitals.
Damn it.
Damn it.
The stasis pod still functions. I can access its data history. According to the final log, this stasis pod was jettisoned from Ark Natanus.
You think?
When they hit the Scourge?
The timeline doesn't match. This pod was ejected long after Natanus was reported missing.
Why evacuate?
These stasis pods were dumped for a reason.
If it wasn't the Scourge, then why? It doesn't make sense.
We should finish checking the pods for Mason, then report back to Avitus.
Let's see. What else have we got?
Subject is too old. Not Mason Barrow. Too many variations in the genome. Reading negative. None of the pods match Mason Barrow, Pathfinder.
Hopefully that means he's still alive.
Yeah, hopefully. And I'm just about out of life support. Ooh. Hello, kitty. Athor's eating her food. Not sure what that is. But I am sure I need to go replenish my life support. The Boltsmaster? Okay, there we go. Now, what was that? What was that question mark over there and stuff? Also gonna go hit rocks for science. So I need to head like east northeast and then north northeast after that. So let's see, east northeast is that one.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Oh, there's that big shuttle we rescued. What? Really? Really?
Let's do this!
Now, where was I going? Where was I headed? Yes, that way. Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Judgy one, aren't you? And the cop in you?
No, it's the crisis response. Most dangerous thing after a disaster? Users.
I'd have guessed bears.
Real close second.
This was the question mark. Crap. Yeah, thanks. Because I didn't notice. Come on. Come on.
Gravity goes away in 3, 2.
You don't need to do that now. Yep, you missed the last one. I guess. I don't know. Let's see, can't do anything with that, but there is a container. A container which contains things, including element 0. Another container with some rarefied elements.
Heat levels increasing. Life support is back online.
Okay. That's an inconvenient time to sneeze. Kind of like the other day. Was it Saturday? Every time I pulled into a parking lot when I was out driving, I needed to sneeze. Let's go find some rocks to hit for science. We're not just out here banging rocks together. Ah, yes, that day.
Staying sharp, Basil.
Like a tack, Costa. Want to sit on me and see?
I do. How far out is this rock? Oh crap. Well, they're not showing up as red blips. That's something, I guess. Oh, wonder what that door is.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
It's an illegal alien mineral. There it is. I should go check out that door. Was ist das? Ah, a door to be opened later. But right now is the part of the stream where we beat shit up.
Yeah, still hot.
Well, it's nice that you think so highly of yourself, Ryder. Although I gotta agree. Okay, what's next on this circuit? Okay, so that's one of the monoliths. We could go do that. On the way over. They took the process and added tedium. And I fell off the edge. I'm apparently going to keep falling off the damn edge.
Starting to click as a team. I feel like this scarred Arcturian I tangled with, and the Mercs he... What?
Your head is always in a vid. Make your own story.
It wasn't... You know what? Never mind.
More remnant stuff.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Enjoy freezing. Oh, really, Liam? Thank you.
So much violence.
Yeah, I thought you liked it rough, Phoebe. It said classification circuit. I thought it said calcification circuit. Then I realized that wouldn't make any sense.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Yeah, acceptable for you. Wait, I already went over that.
Online. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Okay, back on track.
I detect above normal temperatures.
And there's the giant ship that crashed. Gonna kick him right in the little spender.
They're outfitting us a lot better than the first tries.
It's pretty clear they didn't expect people to live. Harsh.
I was there. They weren't betting they'd fail. They were hoping they wouldn't.
Actually, when they kicked the exiles out, they didn't have much. That was why there was a rebellion, because there was basically no food left. Remnant console. Ah, okay. So I need... I can't even do that. I need some
Looks like it isn't filled in yet.
some glyphs. Anybody got any glyphs? Okay, there's one up there. And one up there. And one up there. Okay. Looks like 3. There's 2 of them. And the third one's over there. Maybe I can see it from over here. Nope, won't let me. Chill out.
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
I should be able to interface with the Pathfinder. Rain, you're getting rain? We could do with some rain. We're starting to enter drought territory again. We've only been out of the drought for about a year. It's a 5x5. I don't feel like doing it.
You're good at this.
Oh, I don't feel the need to go mess with those guys. Let's head straight for the forward point. Come on, get around the trees.
I don't think we'll last much longer in this.
You're such a pessimist. I'm positive we won't last much longer in this. Now, doesn't that feel much better?
Every planet fighting us every step. This can't be our new normal.
Well, it
You can
is.
get used to anything.
Deal with it.
I saw that in Crisis. That far away, got used to it look. Not happening to me.
I think everyone starts like that.
My mother always used to tell me, get used to hanging if you hang long enough. Ah, crap. I'm awfully close to the worm. Another adventure.
You have to study that thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them.
I've added, yes. I know you've added them. Head over to this cache and they'll go up that way.
To your nav system.
There it is. Oops. Wrong thing. Ooh. You're forgoing in 20 minutes, though. Wait, you're going? Or foregoing? What is it in 20 minutes that you were foregoing? I don't get it. I'm confused. Looks like the cache is way up there. Do I care? Ooh, container. Ooh, ammo. That is awfully close. Some cadmium. Just growing on top of this structure. There we go. Where's my car? Dude, where's your car?
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Temperatures are climbing right up the Pathfinder. Hey, boo-boo, what's in the panic basket? Medical supplies and an exclamation mark. Ah. Oh crap.
I can't decide if that worm is creepy or beautiful.
Why not both? Well, I'm forgoing now. I am forgoing later. I'll tell you later.
Enemies!
Don't jump out on that side, doofus. Nut shot. Speaking of between the eyes. Dang it. Okay. Switching. Oh, come on. You can stand up. Stand up and take it like a dead man. Medical supplies. Okay, so that's cleared out. Let's see what this is while we're over here. Oh crap! Oh, that was close. Whoops, wrong way. There we go.
What I wouldn't give to study that thing.
Ain't no one stopping you, peeps. Oops, sorry. Here, Assembler. Go meet your buddy. Yeah, let me get behind my tire. Too far away for this weapon to be effective. Anyone else? No? No one else? So I put in my vacation request today for the particular time period in July. Ooh, got a Cobra RPG. The 3rd through 11th period. Boss barely even looked at it before he signed it. He finished signing it. I said, by the way, this is the time period that it's for. He didn't care. Either the work's going to get done or it's not. If I don't meet my deadlines, it's my fault. My problem. More minerals. Hey, I'm almost done banging rocks together for science. This is almost all done, except for paying the credit card bills and actually making the trip. Managed to avoid using United Airlines altogether. I don't think I've been here. I have been here. That was the one I just did. Okay, never mind. I had texted John to find out, get some information on how he makes his flights. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm not going to improve this. Well, I kind of already spent X number of dollars on, reservations and stuff. I mean, my department is 2 people, and we're not part of the operations. Hell, from what I've seen, the projects all take 2 years to complete anyway. So what does it matter if I take off a couple of weeks? Because this is what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to take off the entirety of the second week. Because, little mouse, what was that? What was that thing that came up there that said little mouse? Because let's face it, I'm probably going to get sick. I always do, right? These textures are really kind of popping in like this. This is a pretty big map. Almost there. I'll have to scan for rocks where there are some hostiles. Okay, wait a second. Get these things charged.
Pathfinder, I recommend scanning.
Don't touch
I detect
those.
above normal temperatures.
I apparently got really close to it. Ah, there we go. I have almost no life support left. Let's go see if we can scan this thing real quick.
Sam, you get any data fragments from that?
I did. They appear to be related to the first cache, but scavengers have damaged the memory.
Ah. Ah. Get back in. Get back in. See, I didn't even touch the scourge tendrils. There was a Durg? There's a Durg. Saxon. Wanna come over and say hi? Here we go. There we go. There you go. Look at that. Say hi. He is out of sorts because he had his teeth cleaned today, and he really, really doesn't like going to the vet. So they suggested, basically, that we try some doggy Xanax. I mean, because he kind of freaks out going to the vet, so...
Parameters.
See, I think my... There, it's back to normal. Okay. And it's a thing that... It's a real thing. It's a thing they do for Durgs. So, we tried it out this time. And he apparently did much better than normal. But then when you combine that with the fact that, you know, they have to sedate him to clean their teeth, he's kind of a little bit loopy. Oh yeah, it was man, the ground's shaking. The worm must be nearby. It was pretty good. When John came over a couple of weeks ago, Saxon didn't even bark at him. At all. And Saxon has always barked at John. I think John made him nervous the first couple of times. Because he barked at John more than he barks at most men. Gonna go right past that ship. Oh, wow. It's coming up on 8:30.
That's a crashed remnant ship.
Go on. Oops. I was already on the four-wheel drive, the six-wheel drive instead of four-wheel. Yeah, pretty much. So this past time worked out a lot better. It's kind of funny because every time John's coming over, well, and it's not just John. It's a lot of times when I have one vehicle's worth of people coming over, right around the time I expect them, I make sure that I'm not busy doing anything. So I frequently will go and check the door and see if they're coming, that kind of thing. And so every time John comes over, when he gets out of his car and comes walking toward the house, I'm standing there outside. So I told him, no, really, I stand here and wait until you get here. I'm always watching. I guess I could have gone to the four-wheel drive for that. So I had some other friends over this past weekend, so we could try out the Vive a little bit. The couple that came over actually have an Oculus, so it was kind of interesting for them to see what how the other side lives.
There may be something here that is relevant to your search for Ankaran artifacts.
In fact, it was the same set of people that I played Pandemic with all throughout last year. I've been trying to say, okay, what are we going to do this year? And the one suggestion has been essentially, some of the cooperative fly a spaceship kind of games.
Avela will want to see this.
Which basically gives us 3 solid possibilities. There's always the bridge crew, which, while pretty and easy to use, doesn't really have a lot to it, and so I'm not convinced that it's actually worth full price. And then there's Pulsar, which is kind of the opposite. There's a lot going on. It's highly complex, and it is butt ugly. It practically makes System Shock 2 look like cutting-edge graphics. 26. Okay, let me head over that way and pick up that cash. And it's also cheap. And I even volunteered Josh to come on and teach us all how to play the respective stations. Hi, Josh. But it would be something we would be able to use multiple computers right here in this room. We could all sit together and play together. I think it'd be great.
What it does.
We know. It makes things better.
But we don't know how.
By being better.
It makes things better by being better. I mean, the guy usually brings over his laptop when he comes over to play computer games anyway.
Detecting deep seismic activity in this area.
That thing is massive. I wonder what brought it down.
So, a tin can full of remnant. Sounds like fun.
Yep. I wonder if Remnant get cranky.
I think they're always cranky.
Heat levels increasing.
Yeah, that's a big ship. But then there's another alternative.
Temperature is
Another option that we could go with. One that's been around for a long time. So I don't know how well polished it is, but it should be pretty bug-free and should be pretty smooth. Yeah, you can quote that if you want. And it should be pretty smooth running. It doesn't look like it's necessarily super... It's not bridge crew for graphics. I'm not sure what the complexity is like because I've never tried it. But it's been around forever, and that would be Artemis. And it's also dirt cheap. I want to say it's like $7 on Steam. And that's not sale, that's its normal price. Cranky, you mean it's giving you the shaft? How close am I to this? No, it's all the way around the other side. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm going to drive over here. Drive over to that forward
Still feeling
station.
good about first contact with the Angara. I was hoping for something like that.
Their tech's pretty similar. Kind of boring, actually.
The whole people are boring.
2 eyes, arms, legs, versus Remnant that control entire planets. One of those? Yawn.
Okay, we'll hit that forward station, and that's what we'll call it a night, actually, because it is 8:29 now. So you like how I threatened, okay, if this thing crashes one more time, I need to stop streaming until I get Windows fixed? Notice what I didn't do since then. Really, it's because I flipped off Microsoft.
normal temperatures. Activating automated forward station.
There we go. I didn't even ding tonight. How depressing is that? Yeah, see, I'm still level 47.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. The ambient temperature is normal.
And saving. We are saving our game. Oh. Didn't even do a screen grab to cover the to put on the game for today. I'm going to do this one right here. There. But you no longer amuse me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I guess I'll plan on streaming next Monday, but with the caveat that apparently I'm just going to have problems keeping the machine running for now. Maybe in mid-February, maybe late February, I'll see about re-imaging this thing and get rid of all that problem
You're not
crap.
holding back on the Remnant, are you?
I don't get to study them if I let them shoot us.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You spend too much of your stream trying. I tend to go, you know, there's usually something that's coming up. It's like, okay, I'm going to be entering this planet, or like last week, I knew there was going to be the thing with hanging a roan over the side. It's like that's going to be my screenshot. And this time we were just running around the planet, so there wasn't really anything spectacular, other than maybe the time that worm almost landed on me. But you know, I wasn't prepared for that. So. Okay, so yeah, aim for next week, but with the caveat that it might get cut off and all that other stuff. And yeah, I'll have to see about what I can do about the fact that this stream will be split in 2 pieces. So maybe just not even bother with the first piece and just throw the second piece in there. The way my flipping off Microsoft can be saved. But I will see you guys on the streams, and some of you other guys I may see in other places like Roll20. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a good week. Bye!